Hi there, Carolyn Peeler with you in Ellen Hudson's classroom. And today I'm going to walk you through the We Are Memory Keepers Triangle Score Guide to make these beautiful icosahedron garlands. To get started, when you unpack your triangle score guide, you're going to get this little booklet, and it's going to show you pictures of each of the different shapes that you can make. And there's actually 5 different shapes that you can make. And the book is going to show you exactly how to do it and give you instructions for how to use the template. I will admit, when I first unpacked this, I felt really intimidating. I thought this was going to be really difficult. But it's actually not too bad when you read through the instructions and try it step by step. So here I'm working with an 8x8 sheet of craft cardstock, and I'm scoring at every 1-inch mark. Now you'll notice that I'm using the Martha Stewart score guide, and it works perfectly well. This is the tip. See there, I have just folded up the bottom left corner. That's really important. That's going to help you know how to rotate. Then I'm taking the We Are Memory Keepers Triangle Score Guide. You put that onto your Martha Stewart score guide, and then you start to go ahead and score using the Triangle Score Guide. Now, depending which particular design you're using, the book will tell you where you need to score with each different design. The one thing to note is the numbers won't necessarily line up between the Triangle Score Guide and Martha Stewart. I believe that the numbers are opposite on each of the 2 boards. That's not terribly important that the numbers line up, as long as you have, the 4-inch mark on the We Are Memory Keepers marked with an inch mark on the other one. On the Martha Stewart, it's going to work just fine. Now, as you can see there, I flipped my triangle score guide, and I also rotated my 8x8 paper. This is where that little flap on the corner makes so much difference. I did not do that, and I went through 5 sheets of paper trying to figure this sucker out. That little flipped up piece, that little corner that you turned, that's going to help you. At the beginning, you want that corner on the bottom, and when you flip it over, you want that corner on the left. Now you can see there on the guide, once you have marked your scores, then there's a pattern to follow. You trace that pattern out onto your piece of paper, and then you cut the shape. And on the little pattern, there's these little tabs. And the tabs are what I am putting my adhesive onto right now, and then folding it. Now, as I said, in each little booklet, it's going to tell you how many different shapes you can make. And with this particular triangle score guide, they give you 5 different shapes that you can make. I'm using the icosahedron. I'm sorry. You can tell geometry was not my forte in school. Oh my goodness. But it is the one with the most sides in this using this particular score guide. And as you can see, I'm turning it into a garland. So in order to do that, I'm putting my string through it while I tape my little tabs together. Now, this is a little bit of a labor-intensive process. It's not difficult. It's just, it takes some time because you need to press your tabs together. It's for this reason that I think that a dry adhesive is better for this particular project than a wet adhesive, simply because you would have to hold a wet adhesive so long until it sets. So a dry adhesive is better, and possibly even glue dots might even work a little bit better than the adhesive that I used here, because you definitely want something that's going to have a strong adhesive that's going to hold it, well, forever, really, because you're wanting this garland to go up, and you don't want these little balls to fall apart in the middle of your party, right? So you want to be sure to use a strong adhesive. And as you can see, it's just a matter of folding everything over, sticking those tabs together, and pressing it, letting them set, and there you've got it. And then you can jigger your little string around so that it goes in one side, out the other, and there you have it. So thank you for joining me today. I hope that you enjoy working with the Triangle Score Guide. I promise you, it looks intimidating. When I first opened my packet, I sent an email to the girls at the Ellen Hudson office. I said, whoa, you guys, this is so challenging. It's going to be tough. But when I sat down to work through it, As soon as I figured out that little tip with folding the corner so that you rotate your paper correctly when you're following the directions, it made so much sense and actually was fairly easy to pull together. So I encourage you to give it a try, and I'd love to see pictures of what you make if you do so. Thanks for joining me. Bye-bye.